Hello, 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 everyone. Welcome back to another episode of the Friends in the Wild Pocket. What? Of the Friends in the Wild podcast, and happy daylight savings time. I hope you're listening to this at 7:30 p.m. and it is still light outside because that's just the best time of the day
Yep.
nowadays.
And suddenly you're no longer depressed.
Yeah.
Life is better. You're on the up and up. And it's all because of daylight savings time.
The sky's a little bluer, the birds are chirping. Life, I'm not even kidding, life you feel brand new
Began.
when the time changes.
Yeah.
And we were just discussing this a bit, but are you pro getting rid of daylight savings time? Like, it should always be this time?
Yes. It's so dumb. Why are we doing that to ourselves?
I feel like every year they're like, oh, this is our last year with daylight savings time.
Yeah.
And then it never
I think
is.
it's so stupid. Are the people who vote on this, not depressed in the winter? What do they have that we don't?
Unfortunately, I think they
Money?
have really big problems all year long with their
Right.
Mabel.
Mercy.
We don't need your input.
I am so sorry about that. Can you still hear, atrocious... Oh.
You can hear her, but I think people like hearing from her, honestly.
Okay.
She has good opinions.
Okay. But
Oh.
yes, I'm so ready to get rid of daylight savings time. I can't stand it.
Yeah, I do think, although I will say, it sucks like the day of when it changes because you get one less hour of sleep. Horrible.
Yeah. Yeah, that is awful.
But it's also kind of exciting because it's like, oh yeah, the time's finally changing. I just like big, changes. I like to have things to look forward to, and the sun setting it all of a sudden setting an hour later is something to look forward to.
The Sunday, of daylight savings time, that afternoon is Christmas, essentially.
I would agree. But I always forget,
sun
actually.
experienced Christmas.
Yeah. Okay, so today we have a really special topic. It was highly, highly, highly requested, and that is the trends in the fashion world, just in society for spring 2025.
Yeah, I'm excited. I love our trends episodes.
I do
I
too.
do, however, feel like spring might be the hardest one.
I
It's such
kind
a
of agree.
vulnerable time.
Well, and spring is the year that the season that is the most similar every year. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's so true.
There's not
No, I
a ton
agree.
of spring trends that change every year because it's florals for spring, groundbreaking, you know?
Yeah. And I feel like spring is a vulnerable time because we're all just stepping out into the sunlight looking like vampires, ghosts,
Mhm.
if you will. And that's just it is an act of vulnerability that we all have to do each and every year, is show our pasty skin in shorts and t-shirts. And it's just for me personally, looking back, it is a jump scare.
I think that pale skin, we should just goof off one year and make pale skin be in, you know?
Okay, not this year, but maybe next year.
Not your wedding year. But we could go back to the
year of
days.
my wedding.
We could go back to the days of pale skin being. I think that there were probably some racial undertones to that, so I'm gonna stop right there.
Okay. Well, I think if you're just naturally paler, if you just have porcelain skin as it is, it's beautiful. But as someone I tan very easily, as someone who can tan pretty easily, it is such a experience that I have to go through every
And
year.
why is it that you can tell? When we're pale, we all just look pale. But the people with beautiful porcelain, pretty pale skin that's supposed to be pale, they just look better when they're pale for some reason.
Yeah. I don't know. And in the summer, my acne clears up a little bit. I don't know. It's just, but I'm happy to be here in spring. I'm glad winter is over.
Yeah, I love the spring. It's probably one of my favorites. When the weather starts heating up, that's just an unmatched feeling.
Getting
So
to
thanks,
wear your
daylight savings.
pastels.
Love pastels, something we're going to discuss ad nauseum today.
Yes, it is a good pastel sweater because it's still cold in the mornings, but then you get to shed the layer in the evenings. It's really fun.
I will say the sweater I'm wearing right now is a perfect early spring sweater.
It really is.
Because it's warm, but it's yellow.
Yeah.
I found it at
Really
Goodwill.
adorbs. Really?
This is probably the article of clothing that I get asked about the most. Well, I also wear it a lot, but people every time I wear this, someone asks where I got it, and it's Goodwill and it doesn't have a tag. So like I feel like people think I'm gatekeeping, but I'm really not.
No, you're just like, "Oh, I thrifted it."
Yeah.
Like, couldn't be you, but
Yeah.
whatevs.
That was a moment that just passed us that I really wanted to say a curse word. I don't have many of those,
Oh,
but
okay.
I wanted to say like the B word in a sentence,
Yeah.
you
That
know?
sweater probably brings that out. I can see how that would
Yeah,
be
yeah, yeah.
for you.
It's just kind of like a curse adjacent sweater, you know?
Yeah. You're feeling powerful in that sweater.
Definitely, especially since like that's why I'm gatekeeping it, it makes
Yeah.
me feel a
Yeah.
certain
No,
type of way.
I get it. We could have let it slide. Like, I would have given you a pass.
Okay, we could have bleeped it out, you know?
Yeah. We
I
could have.
want to curse and us to bleep it out at some point, you know? I feel like
Okay.
our
We'll
parents
workshop it.
our parents would be mad at us, but
They would.
it'll be okay.
Yeah, but they wouldn't know what we said. We could literally say, like, bacon, and they would have no idea.
Yeah, yeah, we should just not actually curse, but bleep it out just to be like rebels, you know?
So
Okay,
rebellious.
so anyway,
Anyways,
what have you been up to?
I hate that laugh I just did. Nothing really. I've been on my week off, and this week off, I didn't have to like really go anywhere. Like I went to Knoxville one day, but I really didn't have to like travel like I'd been the last few weeks, and it felt so refreshing to not have to go anywhere.
Mhm.
Unfortunately, I will be working tomorrow. We're recording this on Tuesday, so like I'm having my Sunday scaries, but I have been enjoying my week off. One little tidbit about me and an act of vulnerability I'm experiencing literally in this exact moment is I am considering doing my own makeup for my wedding. So I went to Sephora. Obviously, I educated myself before on TikTok. Watched all the
Obviously.
actual makeup artists who literally know what they're doing do these beautiful makeup like tutorials. And then I thought, oh, I'm literally equally as qualified as these women. So I went to Sephora and I bought like a bunch of little, just the mini little sample kind of things of
Mhm.
products that they all loved. And I attempted to do my own makeup. Keep in mind, guys, I've had the same makeup routine literally since middle school. I don't know what's possessed me or why I think I can do this, but I filmed a tutorial. Not even a tutorial, literally a roast me. That's what I filmed. Like bully me, drag me in the ground.
Yeah.
Video to post on TikTok. And right now it's at 86% uploaded because it's literally 10 minutes long.
Oh, it hasn't uploaded yet?
No. So like I'm actively having a panic attack.
Yeah.
Um
Sure.
but like if you'll go to like look at it on Friday and it's deleted, mind your business. Like sometimes you just can't bear the anxiety. And this is stupid. Like why do I even care this much?
No, also because we come on this podcast and say insane things, stupid things, you might even say, every week. So
Yeah,
you would
I'm like, I
think that,
literally have a podcast. Why am
yeah,
I scared of this?
you would think that our like threshold for public humiliation would be really high, but no.
Maybe it's because it has to do with like my physical appearance, not like my brain. Like I can
No,
be embarrassed about my brain, but like I can't change my face.
we've come to terms with the fact that our brains are the way they are. We're dumb, okay? And when we come together, we sound even dumber.
Yeah. I love how last week's episode, I was just listening to it today. We were like, sometimes we just come on this podcast and don't sound like ourselves. Let's be ourselves this episode. And then we're cosplaying medieval times. I'm like,
Not we.
okay.
Not we. You were making fun of me. Just me.
Yeah, you. Um, but it was still like that is like genuinely us, unfortunately. But
Yeah.
anyways, I just thought it was funny. So maybe you all can see it on my TikTok. Maybe not. Literally don't hold me accountable.
And we'll love you either way.
Like, I feel like I may have needed a Xanax today in posting this. I'm not kidding.
It
I
is
don't know
really
what's up.
scary. On that same note, are you finished? I don't want to cut you
Yeah,
off.
I'm done. Done.
On that same note, I'm kind of going through like sort of a similar thing with
Huh?
posting on Instagram. I have not posted. I literally only post on Instagram in warm months because I'm
Yeah.
hideous in the rest of the months. Like, sorry, I am. Okay. And it's okay. Nobody tell me, like, Laura Grace, you're beautiful. I don't want to hear it. Sometimes you're uglier than other times, and that's okay.
Yeah. At
My
least you're
worth,
self-aware.
my worth is not in what I look like. Okay.
That is
Sometimes I
so
look
real.
better than others, and that's okay.
Mhm.
Anyway, so, it's warming up, getting ready for an Instagram post. Took some cute pictures last weekend at like one of my school events. I have Barrister's Ball this week. If you are familiar with law school, Barrister's Ball is like the Super Bowl, okay, of law school. It's
Oh.
literally like law school prom. Every school has it. So much fun. I'm so excited about my dress and my outfit and my hair. But
Mhm.
if you don't see a picture, like, again, mind your own business. It just didn't work out, okay?
You know
Maybe
what?
I didn't like my hair. Maybe I didn't get the pic. But Ryan Morgan will be working overtime to get a good picture of me to post on Instagram. So I'm hoping that you'll see it.
I love how we, like, gas up our social media, and then we're like, "And if I don't do it, mind your business." Like, why did we even bring it up if we're
Literally,
not gonna
people
do it?
people don't care. And if we don't
They
do it,
don't.
they are never going to remember that we.
Nope. But here we are, literally, like, we're acting as if people are begging us to
I
post.
know. No, it's giving like Selena Gomez whenever she's like, I'm going on a social media break. Or like she doesn't
Yeah.
post for like a week and she's like, sorry guys, I just had like a lot going on. Like, I don't know if anyone really
Actually, I haven't thought of
noticed.
you all week.
Yeah,
You're okay.
that's us.
Well, and you know what? I'm not gonna hold you accountable because every time you say you're gonna post something, you never do.
That is so true. But
So I've learned my lesson.
I still want to. And something about me is I never lose hope.
Well, that's beautiful. You've
Thank
turned
you.
this into an inspirational story.
Thank you.
You're
And I
welcome.
hope that you guys never lose hope in me
We
either.
won't.
One
We won't.
day, one day I will post another Instagram photo.
Just
And
wait till June.
when that day comes, you
Yeah.
guys better be in the comments. Yeah, I'm going on vacation in July, so it'll be there then. It's really like literally only when I go on trips.
It's only when I seem cool.
Yeah,
Okay.
literally. Well, I mean, I don't know. Anyways, I have one more thing to say before we jump in. Do you have
Okay.
anything else?
Okay. I thought I did, but now I can't think of it. Oh, yeah, we need to talk about influencer hate. Just in case,
Yes.
like, we become the subject of that.
Yeah, which is like very likely, honestly.
Very likely.
Um, so I do have one thing to say in response to last week's episode. I have come up with one more form of maladaptive daydreaming. One of my friends said that at school, and I was like, no, that's literally what I was talking about. It's maladaptive daydreaming. I'm like,
Okay.
when I'm imagining that I'm in a different decade, that's what that is.
Mhm.
So I was doing one and I like caught myself doing it
Mhm.
yesterday. So I just wanted to share with the podcast another
Okay.
one. This is a pretty good one. So I was
Okay.
listening to, I had never listened to this before, but I followed the podcast on Spotify. I saw that Vogue does like a weekly podcast and it's called The
Hmm.
Rundown with Vogue or The Run Through. I don't remember, but it's kind of cool. And it's Paris Fashion Week. I don't know if it's like this week, last week, or it's longer than a week though in actuality.
Mhm.
So anyway, though, there were these three people. One of them was French. I just think that's cool, so I included that note. Um,
Okay.
they were
Take a look.
talking about Paris Fashion Week, and I was like getting ready in my apartment, and like my apartment is like over the street,
Yeah.
so I can like hear the street noise. And I was
No,
just
I
like
get it.
picturing that I was in my Parisian apartment, getting ready to like go to work at 10:30 in the
Yeah.
morning because uh, they'd start work at a reasonable hour, not 7 a.m. in
Yeah.
France. But I was just, I was just imagining that like that was my life, that I was like percolating some coffee. Um, and it was really nice while listening to the Vogue rundown. And another note about that, I'm always so scared of like high fashion because I'm like, I don't get that. Like I don't see what you guys see. But
Mhm.
I'm always been interested in it. Like I was a huge Teen Vogue girl. Like I collected every Teen Vogue
Mhm.
that came out my entire middle school experience. I still have them. But I'm usually scared of it because, like, I just don't get it. Like, it's usually ugly. But I
Yeah.
was listening to that podcast and it was real it's kinda making me understand. It was like an insight into what these, like, high fashion people see in this stuff.
That's really I didn't know they had a podcast. That's really cool.
It was
But I
interesting.
definitely get it, and I'm realizing I do this more of, like, different situations in my life.
Okay, please share.
Like, if I had a different job. Like, if I was an influencer, if I was friends with certain people, like influencers. Although I do, like, just had the vague memory of me having one of these instances where I was enacting being Thomas Shelby's wife from Peaky Blinders, and that was an experience.
Now,
Sure you can tell if you've
you
seen it.
are on to something with
Yes,
that
I
one.
am. I am onto something. I literally am Grace in that moment.
I'm really glad you brought that up.
Yeah. I've been dying to talk
And I think anyone who has ever seen Cillian Murphy is also glad. Also,
Yeah.
is his name pronounced Killian Murphy?
I don't know, I think I wanna say it's Cillian because I like that better than Killian,
Me too.
but it's up to him. Maybe in my next, like, vision,
You know what?
he'll tell
You
me.
should ask him next time, yeah.
I will. Actually, his name is Thomas in my vision, so
You know who I, like, kinda am so obsessed with that I, like, sort of accidentally do that? Spencer in 1923, also known as Brandon Sklenar from It Ends With Us.
oh my gosh, no. He's so cute.
He
He's, like,
I love him.
wholesome cute, though,
Yeah, he's like teddy
like a
bear, though.
normal guy.
Yeah, but who's, like, super cute.
Yeah, I get that.
Yeah, and in 1923, I'm like, you have to watch this show purely for the
For him?
Brandon Sklenar plot
No, you're
line.
right, you're
It
right,
is
you're right.
oh my gosh. Let me just tell you his character. His name is Spencer. He's like a Dutton,
Uh-huh.
like
Yeah,
I feel like I've said this before, but I just like love
I
him
think
so
you
much.
may have.
Anyway, he is a hunter in Africa of like lions and stuff.
Okay.
Are you kidding?
I'm getting the vision.
And he falls in love with this is like
Me?
not really a spoiler, it's like the first episode. This beautiful, of course, blonde, really like fiery, feisty girl from the UK.
Okay.
And she like leaves her this is not a spoiler because it happens in the first episode.
Here we
She
go, a
like
whole show breakdown like
she
last time.
she leaves her, like high class husband. It's just oh my gosh, it's so
Okay, I'm
good.
loving it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to invest my time into that.
Yeah.
One more thing before we actually dive in.
Okay.
Recently, online, I have been noticing for a while now, but really just a lot recently, about how we talk about this all the time, how quickly the public eye and like followers can switch up on an influencer. If any of you all are familiar, I think his username is hubs.life. I think that's what his name is. He's like just a normal 30 something year old dad who worked a corporate job who would like record himself getting ready for work and stuff like that. Which, like, kudos to him because men never do that.
Mhm.
But obviously, he got a large following from being like a corporate worker, a dad, just relatable content. He's extremely successful, so he quits his job. He still goes to the office. He like rents an office space, but it's for his personal use, like to edit his videos and things of that nature. And the amount of hate this man is getting is insane because people are like, "You've lost your relatability." Like, "I can't believe you would do that. I'm unfollowing because I no longer relate to your content." As if people, if you all were given that opportunity, you would not be working your corporate job. Like, you would want to be home with your kids and your wife and like making the most out of life, making a better salary, literally recording your day to day life than you did slaving for a corporate company who didn't even value your work to begin with.
Yeah, you're completely replaceable to them. You're not replaceable to your
You are
family.
literally just a warm body,
Mhm.
but to your children, you're literally their whole lives.
Yeah.
So, I'm just in another instance that's really trending on my For You page right now is Acquired Style. I don't, is she Danielle?
I
Acquired
don't
Style?
know. They're twins. I don't
They're
one of them's
twins.
Bridget and one of them's Danielle, but I don't know which is which.
Anyways, people are like furious at them and just really New York influencers saying that their lives are like so unrelatable, so unrealistic, consumerism to the maximum potential, blah, 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 whatever. If you could afford a high rise apartment with a sky view of New York, you would. And go to Pilates every morning and then get your matcha?
It's so crazy because that girl, Acquired Style, worked at Goldman Sachs. Like,
Yes.
she
And
was
she just
already
quit not long ago.
she was already living, like, above the average, like, the national average. She was already not relatable, like, I guess just in the fact that, like, she was going to work every day,
Mhm.
but they're rich, like, girls in New York. One of them is the daughter of, like, a fashion girl. Like, they're rich girls in New York. That's who they are. Like, I don't understand
Yeah.
why people get so mad
And
about
even
that.
if they're not, who cares? Like, jealousy is just so crippling, honestly.
Jealousy is a disease, and they're all inflicted. Yeah, literally. All of
Yes.
TikTok. But an
We are inflicted people this
yeah,
generation.
they're sick.
They're sick. Literally, I'm just so tired of people switching up and getting mad at other people's success when I would literally jump on that opportunity in point 0.2 seconds.
I just got a notification that you posted a video.
Uh, no, my heart just actually went into my butthole. So.
Okay, really quick though, it's just so sad because it's like, they're relatable, so they get this following, and then the following is the reason that they can make money and then like no longer be relatable. But first of all, go to smaller influence. Like, don't get mad at them. Just find new
No,
influencers. There's girls on the rise all the time. Like, come on.
no, they literally like get mad at them as if they need to work a corporate job to feed their followers.
Yeah,
That's
crazy.
stupid. I'm so sorry.
The
That is so
first
stupid.
the first comment on one of this, I looked up this Hub's Life guy.
But
The
you were
first
about to say it
comment,
on my TikTok. I was like, please don't share.
um, the first comment is "Bro used us" with a broken heart emoji.
Yes. Like, people are insane. How many followers does he have?
Um, 928,000. That's a lot.
Yeah. Like, okay, he used you, and guess what? He's wealthy now.
Well, and it's
Thanks.
not like people are crazy.
Like,
Like,
he was so excited for this transition to be at home, and now people are like hating him to the max potential, and
well,
it's so
and
stupid.
clearly you enjoyed what he was putting out because you followed him and, you engaged with his content.
What's going on?
So it's not like he's was faking like all of that,
No.
It's so weird. My
You know what
laptop.
he should do? He should make the same videos and say that he's going to his corporate job, and they would never know.
It's so
Literally never know.
crazy.
Anyways, that's my
Crazy.
soapbox for the week. I'm just tired of people being so envious of everyone else's lives. Like, some people just have it better than others, and we just gotta suck it up and deal with the cards we've been dealt.
Yeah. Well,
Why is this giving me 3 thumbs up in the last minute?
I'm not sure.
Is there
It
a
lacks
ghost in here?
Riverside lacks what you're saying.
Anyways, let's
That was
dive
a
into
good
the
one.
meat and taters.
Meat and potatoes.
Please,
Okay.
I'm Bergen.
So, a trend that I think if you have been a human existing in the world and like going to stores, you've probably seen this one. Pistachio. And that includes both the flavor and the color. Have you seen the flavor everywhere?
Yeah, actually, I just saw it today. Where was I? I think it was a pistachio muffin.
I got a pistachio coffee from
Food City.
Dunkin'. Okay.
Really? Was that good?
It was good. Yeah. And it was like $3 because it was just a coffee. Like,
Huh.
yeah. I
I
liked
don't know
it.
if I'm gonna. I like pistachios, but like once every 2 years, I'll eat a
Hmm.
handful of pistachios. I don't know if I want that flavor, like in things that I like.
Do you think you wait, do you eat almond flavor?
Like almond milk.
Yeah.
Sometimes I'll drink almond milk, like in my cereal.
Yeah. Do you like the color though?
Um, it's okay. I think I need to see more of it. I'm
Yeah.
not really a heavy green girl, though.
Which is weird. You have green eyes.
That is weird.
I love green personally.
Green used to be my favorite color, but I'm not saying I'm against it. I just need to see more. I need to see the vision better.
When was green your favorite color? What time
Like in
period?
elementary school.
Really?
Mhm.
I never knew that about you.
Surprise,
I'm
Sade.
learning new things every day, and I love that. Okay, so we have never talked about this, but it's kind of been like a 2025 whole year trend is the fisherman aesthetic.
Mhm.
I think that it's kind of like rain boots, fuzzy sweaters, sometimes like with shorts, like rain boots with shorts kind of gives like that vibe to me. I thought that
Jorts.
what?
Shorts. Jean
Yes.
shorts.
It leads into the eclectic grandpa, which we've talked
Mhm.
about before. But because the fisherman aesthetic was, or the, yeah, fisherman aesthetic was a thing, I thought that Sperry shoes were gonna come back, like boat shoes. Didn't I say that at one
I
point?
think you did.
That's like feeling familiar to me. But so far that hasn't happened, but I think it might over the summer.
Yeah, I just don't know if we were talking about this earlier. I feel like if I ever were to dress in the fisherman aesthetic, like it's just gonna be with stuff I already have. I'm not going out and seeking things to tap into this aesthetic.
That is something that they were saying on my Vogue podcast, that a lot of the like silhouettes of the show, like the fashion shows they were seeing, was like things that, young girls might like be seeing in Vogue and then think like, "Oh, my mom has a coat that like is that shape," and things like that. And I was
Mhm.
like, "Wow, is this a recession indicator? Like, does this mean that we're about to go way downhill economically because we're not buying like
Maybe it's
high
just
fashion,
maturing.
but like the whole world?"
Let's hope. Like,
Maybe.
please, I'm begging.
Yeah, I feel like
No,
it's
that is a
usually
scary
like
sign.
buy new stuff, buy new stuff, buy new stuff, and now it's like
Yeah,
wear your mom's old coats, like high
yeah,
fashion.
that is weird.
Yeah.
Maybe let's be optimistic.
Let's be
Maybe it's not.
optimistic.
But
Oh,
anyways,
it's probably like an environmental thing rather than an economic thing.
yeah, that's what I was thinking. It's like for the planet.
Yeah. Yeah, yeah. Not because we're about to have
Well,
another Great Depression.
I think I will enjoy consuming pictures of the fisherman aesthetic, but I don't know if I'll be partaking too
Yeah.
much.
I think I would have to be like on a very going to do a very specific thing to
Mhm.
wear that,
Yeah, I
Although
agree.
I do love the sweaters with like a graphic on them of like a fish or something random, or
That's
like a
what I was
lighthouse.
thinking. I was thinking of our thrifted shirts, like yours of your cats, or mine, my gray one with the little scenic setting of a
Mhm.
pond. Those are cute. I will seek those out, but that's also because they are literally grandmother t-shirts that I
Yeah,
love.
that's kind of like the eclectic grandpa vibe.
Yeah.
Okay, what's next? Oh, I don't really want to talk about the next one.
Oh, okay.
I
We'll
don't
keep
have
it to
much to say.
ourselves.
Do you?
No.
It's like really we'll let you guys in on what it is. It's like really like flowy, drapey clothes. And I just don't really want to talk about it. I like it. It's cute.
I think it could be cute, like layered perfectly.
Exactly. I think you have to buy those pieces. Like, you can't
Yeah.
really just piece that together.
Like a good poncho moment. Not like a rain poncho, but like a cute one.
Yeah.
Is that what they're
Yeah.
called? What am
I
I
think so.
thinking of that doesn't have the sleeves?
A poncho.
Okay, I just wanted to
Or
make sure it
kind of
was.
like a cape, like with
Yeah,
the
like a samurai
together in
hat.
the front.
Yeah, poncho, I guess is. I think it could be really cute, especially for the spring, like keep you warm, but
Yeah.
yet it's a little crazy for spring.
Yeah. So the next
Anyway,
one that I have, I'm just like hoping that this will be a trend. People wear them here and I think it's really cute. Like silk or satin pants that like kind of look like sleep pants, but like that tie, and that are really cute. And they wear them like sweatpants. Like they'll wear them with a
yeah.
cute sweater, like a casual sweater, or with a kind of like cuter sweatshirt, and then like the typical whatever tennis shoes are in right now, which are the same ones as have been for like a while, like Sambas, New
Mhm.
Balance, whatever. And I just think it's really cute, super comfy, and you can kind of just throw it on and like wear it with a bun and
Mhm.
no makeup, but it's still cute.
It elevates a lazy outfit just a little bit.
Yes.
I think it is so incredibly cute when it's paired with a sweatshirt with the patchwork, like lettering or
Yeah.
symbols. I think it's so cute with
Good
stuff like
idea.
that.
I have a pair that I've actually never worn, so I kind of want to wear them this week.
Okay,
Excited.
pop out in them. No, I
Maybe
think it's
I'll
really cute.
maybe I'll post about it. I won't post about
Maybe
it. Okay. Next one. You want to say it?
capris.
Yeah.
This is something
Controversial.
Laura Grace is in favor, and I am not. Um,
I'm actually not really in favor.
really, I feel passionately about capris the same way I do about skinny jeans.
What
I
about barrel jeans?
still I'm not really
Yeah.
on the boat
The
with
boat.
barrel jeans.
Yeah.
I'm like, am I on the Titanic on a board or am I on the boat? Like what? Which one? Um, I just don't Like, I feel like they had their moment in time in my life, and I'm not going back. Nobody, nobody needs to see my shins and ankles only.
Yeah, it's just like not a flattering length of pants.
No,
I have
no.
a few pairs that are like longer. They're really just like cropped pants though. I wouldn't say they're crappies.
Capri,
I wouldn't say they're
foreign language.
crappy. I wouldn't say they're capris. The ones that have been trending, like Kendall Jenner has been wearing them and stuff, are like right below her knees. And I will say they're a little bit cuter when they have like a kick pleat or a kick flare, like they flare out just a little bit. But it just like it looks weird. It doesn't
No,
help
I
your
hate that.
proportions.
I hate it immediately.
I don't like it either. And a lot of people have been wearing, or I've been seeing it. I haven't seen it like in real life, but um, just on the internet, capri, the really short capris just below your knees, leggings, and I don't like that either.
I've seen that too. Why?
I'm not
Why are we
sure.
reverting back to this?
I'm not sure. But I'm not into it. Kendall Jenner slays like 99.9 repeating percent of the time, but this is just the one time that I'm not into it.
Same.
Okay,
Next.
this is just kind of like a style that I feel like is in style, but it's just like super feminine, frilly. This is kind of like where the bows thing has evolved, what the bows trend has
Mhm.
evolved into. Ruffly clothes. And one that I'll give you an example of is like bloomers. And it's kind of
Yeah.
like the boxer shorts that, we've talked about before that we're not a fan of, but they're super frilly. And I think if worn correctly, they can be kind of cute. If with like a maybe a big t-shirt and it kind of looks more like a
Right.
skirt maybe. But generally I'm not into it.
I think it might be cute as like a beach cover up. Maybe.
Yeah. Okay, that could be cute. That's a good idea.
But I just don't, I'm not wearing that as a full fit because they're so thin and airy. I would not feel comfortable like out in public in that, if that makes sense. Guys, this is a disclaimer. We are having immense technical difficulties. I'm sure you're not surprised. I'm not surprised. Just so you know. That's it. That's the disclaimer.
We're
Anyway,
persevering as usual.
yeah. Any hair? Back to the capri shorts at the beach. Not the
So
capri shorts, the bloomers.
I think that I'm kind of obsessed with it as a beach cover up. That's a really good idea.
Yeah, I like that too. I was just saying that it's too airy for public for me.
Yes, I agree.
I need security.
That's how the boxer shorts feel too. Like I think it would
Yeah,
be so nice to wear boxer shorts like around your house,
in
like
your
as
home.
underwear. But
Right. Anywho. Next on the list is just the vibe and the ambiance of ladies who lunch.
yeah,
Really, that's what spring is. I think spring is the time to like cosplay preppy.
yeah, I would completely agree with that. Yeah, like the tweed clothing, maybe like a tweed vest or something, like maybe a
Hats.
fun hat. Yeah.
Yeah. Spring just feels like high dollar to me.
Oh, and fun purses
Mhm. Yeah.
and colors. Yeah. I like calling it ladies who lunch. I think that's that paints a picture.
Yeah, we'll be ladies who lunch this spring.
Yep.
Next is a product. The one size setting spray. So I know Largrace wants it. I have it. It's so good. It's actually featured in my makeup tutorial that's still available from the hour we've been recording.
At this current moment. No way.
Yes. Um, I really do like it. And people who like have wore it to bigger events than I have, because I really haven't like had a really good opportunity to test it out, say it's literally waterproof. So
I
that's
have
good.
heard that about it. I really wish I had it for this week's event, but I don't. It's
You
okay.
could go to Sephora.
Actually, I can't. It is like an hour away.
You're booked.
I am booked.
Booked beyond an hour away.
I really am. I have a lot to do this week, unfortunately.
I'll just mail you mine.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Ryan could actually bring me some now that I'm thinking about that. Anyway, continue.
Um, Western wear. And I feel like this has a trend that has carried on through fall and winter and will sprinkle into spring. And I'm really excited for Western wear in spring. I think that that will be really fun too. I think scarves, which is next on the list, is kind of a hint of the Western wear. Maybe when you are a lady who lunches in a hat you wear, you can channel your inner Western. Maybe fisherman aesthetic, your jorts will give Western wear. You could really just tie this all together.
You could, but ladies who lunch and fisherman aesthetic are pretty much as far as you can get to opposites.
I'm just saying, like, maybe we need to find some unity in this world.
Maybe so. I have seen scarves being worn in various different ways, and I'm kind of obsessed with all of them. And we're at this point we're talking about like silk satiny scarves,
Yeah.
not like fleece, because it's
My
spring.
cousin wore one to dinner the other night around her neck, and she looked so cute. And I was so envious of her in that moment that she could pull that off.
Was it? First of all, you could pull it off.
Okay. Jeez, dang.
Second of
My
all,
bad.
um, I wore a pink like bandana. It's like a bandana print, but it's pink. With
Yeah.
a black dress to a concert that maybe Turnpike Troubadours one time, and I felt really cute and like
Yeah.
Western, but very fashionable.
Hmm.
I was kind of ahead of the curve with that one,
You
honestly.
were. Just had to let that be known that you were ahead of the times.
And I've also seen scarves worn tied around purses, which I think is super cute.
Very cute.
And also, um, like with a, I don't know if this is super wearable, but I think it would be cute for like a photo shoot to wear a baseball cap and then a scarf like around the baseball cap. Have you seen
Okay.
that? It's giving like riding in a
Parent
convertible.
Trap.
Yes, yeah, yeah.
You know, Parent Trap is kind of a spring vibe.
Parent Trap also is kind of trending, like the style. Like, remember
Yeah.
people like dress like Chessie from Parent
Yeah.
Trap a little bit ago?
And Jessie. JC Marie just posted about how like she's the adult Hallie.
She did.
So
Parent Trap
very
is
on brand.
as it should.
Um
Do you think that Western wear, like, I feel like it's on its way out. I think we'll do this spring with it, and then it'll,
and then when Coachella comes it'll come back in.
you're right. But Yellowstone is over, and I feel like Yellowstone was really leading the Western wear
Could have been.
trend, you know?
But I'm sure there'll be another show that comes along. A Western wear's just not gonna die because like cowgirls and cowboys don't die. Like the rodeo is life. So
Yeah, but like, it was very much like a subculture of of America,
yeah.
and now everybody owns cowboy boots, you know?
Yeah. And like Nashville lives on.
Nashville does live on, and if you have a trip to Nashville, you will be wearing Western wear, so it is going to live forever.
Okay, next on the list is exciting for me and LG personally. It's the LL Bean boat and tote bag, like just the vibe of it. We just ordered our own LL Bean tote bags. So excited for them to come in. It's
Me.
just like the perfect beach, summer, spring bag.
Also, everyone here, not everyone, but the girlies at my school carry their books in them, and they're the perfect size for our books and binders and whatnot. And they just like use them as their backpacks, and it's so adorable. If you are
Yeah.
coming to law school, I highly recommend, if you're incoming 1L, I highly recommend that you get an LL Bean boat and tote or something similar because it's also just so much better than a backpack. Sorry, but
What
I
about a
want
long champ?
I have a Longchamp, and
Is
I
it too flimsy?
I have a little bit of beef with it. Yeah, there's no compartments. Well, there's one like tiny little compartment on the side, that you can just feel like you pee
Mm-hmm.
or something. But I had to buy like an organizer for it. And it is really flimsy, but I still love it. Like, I really love it. And they're really not that expensive as like designer bags go. They're like $100, I
Mm-hmm.
think.
Yeah.
But um, there are certainly some downfalls. It's not a perfect bag, is what I'm going to
Okay.
say.
Okay. Just
But
speak
I
your
do
truth.
dearly love it. And you can
Oh,
accessorize it very easily.
oh my goodness, my phone. Okay. Laura Grace said that she is predicting, drumroll please, Jack Rogers.
Oh, I forgot about this.
You're like equally surprised as the rest of the crowd.
I am. So, do you remember when Jack Rogers were like the thing?
Yeah, I do.
Like the Charleston vibe?
Mm-hmm.
I just think Charleston is kind of trending right now, or maybe it's just in my life because I'm obsessed with Southern Charm and like people here have been talking about Charleston a lot.
Mhm.
But I think along with like Ladies Who Lunch, Jack Rogers are gonna come because they're like a cute, just like simple gold sandal, pretty comfortable, pretty like attainable, and also they're in like every like higher end consignment store because everyone had 15 pairs
Mhm.
or like the like girl. I was in a consignment store in like West Knoxville the other day, and there were so many pairs of the Jack Rogers. And I was like, yeah, you girls in Bearden
Bearden.
definitely had lots of Jack Rogers. So
I've
I mean,
actually never owned any. So,
do
but
you what?
I just don't think when you think of me, you think of Jack Rogers.
No,
You think I am the fisherman.
but I do have that brown pair with the two straps. Those are
Those are
Jack,
very cute. I don't
and I
like the
wear those a
flip-flop
lot.
style really that much. I like
Yeah,
more of the sandal strap.
I my rule of thumb usually is that I do not wear shoes that don't have backs. I hate shoes that don't have backs,
Yeah,
especially
you're like
heels.
weird about that.
Yeah,
Weirdly passionate.
but I have Birkenstock Bostons and I love them, and I have those sandals. So those might be my only two like
Yeah.
exceptions to that rule because I usually despise like mules shoes that don't have
Yeah.
backs. So
Okay, next, basket bags. Is that just like a wickery kind of bag?
yeah, and
Yeah.
it's the shape of like a literal round
Basket.
basket that's like folded. Have you seen them?
Yeah.
Seen them a lot on Pinterest. I had one that I got from like some random event that me and my mom went to when I was little. And it's like the exact same thing. And I have probably had that bag since I was like 6 or 7 years old, and I don't think I ever got rid of it. So I'm kind of excited about that.
Yeah, that is exciting.
That's literally something from like my childhood.
It's always nice when you can whip something out of the archives.
Yeah. And I was in a Goodwill the other day and saw one, so you can also thrift them.
True. Okie dokie. Beaded tops, bags, and dresses.
Yeah.
I agree. Even when I was like wedding dress hunting, I feel like my Pinterest curated a lot of like beaded, not like sequin, but like actual beads.
Yeah.
So,
I think it all comes from, like things filter down from like celebrities to
yeah,
event like 2 years later.
we get
You
their
and I,
leftovers.
yeah, you and I actually start wearing the stuff. It reminds me of like the dress Taylor Swift wore, like the Stod dresses that are like $2,000 or something.
That are beautiful.
Yeah, it's now trickling down into TJ Maxx's and stuff.
Yeah, that's actually very true.
I
A
love
perfect bead for this is like the rough pearl slash gel shell jewelry.
Yeah,
I think it kind of gives similar vibes.
I agree. Yes. And that's
Um,
like everywhere. They
yeah.
have a lot of that. If you're into like the shelly, pearly jewelry mixed with gold, usually I never see it mixed with silver. It's always gold. There's so much at Walmart, and it's actually really cute. And I love to get earrings from Walmart because I always break them or lose them. So, and they have cute ones.
Life hack.
Yeah.
Um, going off of jewels, I'm gonna say bag charms and phone charms,
Yes.
which have kind of been an ongoing thing, like with the scarves around your bag or whatever. But I love it. I'm obsessed.
I love it. I think I'm gonna get a one of those little phone lanyard things. I think they're adorable.
I agree. If I didn't work in the hospital, I would so have one.
Yeah.
But I just feel like it would get nasty.
Yeah, I could get behind that.
Yeah.
Um, Also, I have a little lock on my door that has like a chain lock, the sliding kind.
Mhm.
And I've put a few little charms on there, and I think it's so super cute.
That is just so girly.
Dresses up my ugly door a little bit. It's very
Yeah.
whimsical, if you will.
You should leave it when you move out for the next person who finds
Oh
it.
wait, that would be so cute.
So they can keep their story going.
I think I want to collect charms.
I
Did I
think
say that
you're.
last episode?
No, I don't think so.
You think I'm what?
I think we're over here saying, "Oh, that'd be so cute." Literally, or your landlord will fine you for not cleaning.
Yeah. No,
Like,
yeah.
actually, your charms are ugly, and you owe us $500.
For the chain, a new chain.
Yeah.
What did I just say?
You want to collect charms?
Yeah, I want to collect charms, and I was saying this a little bit in our whimsical episode because, first of all, you can put charms on anything and like make your own little bag charm, keychains, whatever. But also you can put them in letters, as I was saying.
Yeah, that's really cute, like a little knick-knack.
Yeah, I sent my cousin a letter today and put a little, like, tiny little unicorn that I found one time.
Mm, that's so sweet. Okay, the last thing we're gonna quickly discuss is colors of spring. First
Mm-mm.
one is
Wait, we have
tell
polka
me
dot.
no. Yeah, I
Polka
was
dot.
gonna say the first one is not a
Oh,
color, it's more of a vibe, and it is polka dots.
yes.
LG has a passion.
I do have a very, very strong passion for polka dots. I wore a black and white polka dot dress this past weekend to like a school like auction thing, and it was so cute. I also got a lot of compliments on that, not to toot my own horn, but it was really cute. And I was asking some of my friends today what well, I was telling them that we were doing this episode and asking them what trends to talk about. And one of them had just bought a ladybug phone case. Well, the first thing she said was, "Are you going to talk about polka dots and ladybugs?" And I was like, "Well, polka dots was like the first thing on my list, but tell me more about ladybugs." And she had the cutest ladybug phone case. And so she had something to back it up. So I'm going to believe her and say that ladybugs are totally trending.
Yeah.
Totally trendy.
I can get behind the polka dots, but I don't really gravitate toward the ladybug trend. I see how I could like it for other people, but when I'm in a store and I see something with ladybugs on it, I'm just not. Like I could see Kate Spade having a ladybug purse,
Oh, totally. They
and
probably do.
I'm not gonna gravitate towards that.
Yeah.
But I think that it could be cute for the right person.
Yeah. I get what you mean.
I
I
like it.
like it too. It's kind of the same way, this things like that that are like so themed. You know what
Hmm.
I mean? I like in on small things. Like this is also how I feel about cheetah print. Like I like it maybe I like cheetah print on shoes, but I feel like ladybug shoes might be weird. But like a phone case,
Hmm.
maybe more like temporary things. Like I would like it
Yeah,
on a water bottle, maybe,
yeah.
things.
No, I get that. I get that. The next color Largrace is representing so well. The KitchenAid color of the year, butter yellow.
Yeah.
We're
Me
like
and
obsessed with that.
we are. We've really latched on to the fact that butter yellow is the KitchenAid color of the year, and we've been talking about it
Yes.
nonstop, and we're going to continue.
It's just the perfect yellow.
It is.
The perfect springtime yellow. Beauty and the Beast is what it's giving, and I
Tell it
love
with
it.
God in 10 days. Also,
Yes, yes, yes.
I
And
love it.
you are her.
I'm a really big fan of yellow in general, but it is the best color of yellow. I don't like mustard yellow, and I don't like bright.
Neon.
Yeah,
Nah, nah.
it's actually maybe the only good color of yellow. Now that I think
It
about it.
might be.
Yeah,
Truly. We've already discussed pistachio green. Next, finally, to round us all out, is going to be royal blue or Danish blue. Basically, just like a Scandinavian spring.
yeah. This is all thanks
So,
to this is like the leftover influence of Matilda Djerf, even if she is like not, you know,
yeah, even if
still on the
she
throne.
herself is canceled, her influence and her reign still affects us.
She is still the queen of like the fashion world of the internet. I'm really sorry.
Mm.
Um, Also, on the note of Matilda Djerf, what hairstyles are gonna be trending? Or just like the same thing?
I don't know. Like, is it a slick back spring, or are we like fading
Well, I
and
will
letting
still
our hair down?
yeah, I think that we as a culture might be moving away from the slick back, but I'm not gonna be, and I think it's still gonna be worn a lot because it's just like so easy.
It's so convenient.
Yeah,
We're kind of both channeling a little slick back.
we are, yeah.
This is how I wear my hair to work, so I'm going to be wearing a slick back
Yeah, I mean
till
this
the day I die.
hairstyle, like a tight to your head bun, like sorry, but we're always gonna wear this.
It's a classic at this point. I don't
It
really know
feels
what'll be.
it
Maybe I've got something cooking.
what?
Have you seen Teleties just came out with a flat claw clip?
Yes.
Maybe like a half up with a flat claw.
Mm-hmm.
That's kind of Scandinavian.
Oh, and also the thick headbands.
Yep.
where
They
people
could
wear them like
you're
right here.
so right, like, cover your ear, cover the grease, and let your mane flow.
I think maybe that I can do that when I'm tan, but I can't do it right now. I've tried. I love it. I think it's so cute, but that is something that like I'm the kind of person that I'm like, even if I can't pull it off, I'm still gonna do it because I like it.
Yeah.
But I don't think I can't pull that one off.
Well, my forehead is my downfall, and
Me
that's
too.
gonna only make it seem larger, and there's some battles I'm willing to fight, and that's not one.
But a lot of people wear the headband like over their forehead.
Yeah, but could you imagine? Like, there's literally 6 inches of flatness.
A 6 inch
Or, like, where does her hair start?
where is her hairline?
I'm gonna have to order the extra large headbands to cover all that surface area.
I think they're
But
really cute. I almost ordered some the other day just to try it. I think like also while we're running this summer, like I think I might have to get into it.
no, I get the lore, I get the appeal.
I think it's super
I
cute.
got it. But yeah, these are just our opinions on some trends that might be coming around this spring. We hope to see all you fishermen and ladies at lunch out in the wild.
Also, ladies who lunch would be a really good Instagram caption.
Yeah, it's like a movie. It's like a movie.
That feels like a real movie. It's an Instagram caption that feels like a real Instagram
No, I
caption.
get that. I get that.
Yeah.
Well, do you have anything else you want to say? I'm feeling
I
fatigued.
will. Yeah, this episode has been honestly, it's been really hard on us. So thank you guys. If you have listened. But just one more thing about trends. I
Okay.
feel like we're really recycling a lot of trends, and that again might be a recession indicator.
I think it's just a tale as old as time. I think that's just how life is.
Well, we had so many new trend. I feel like we've had so many new. We call them new, but we're really just like recycling, obviously, from a long time ago.
Mhm.
But I feel like it's not changed a whole lot. We've been wearing the same stuff for a while now. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like since last year, definitely.
Yeah, and same thing with music. There's been no good new music, or maybe I'm just living in a shell. I feel like I'm listening to the same songs over and over and over. I need someone to drop a banger album immediately.
Yeah.
I'm bored out of my mind.
Sabrina was probably the last one to drop an album, right? Maybe.
Yeah,
That was really big.
yeah.
I think that you and I might need to get into Tate McRae.
I'm kind of into her.
I love to watch her dance.
Wish I could.
I love to see her do that. However, I don't know if I like the music, to be honest.
This is
Okay.
my dog saying it's time to end the podcast.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, guys. Thank you so much for listening. We will be back next week, hopefully with less technical difficulties and better spirits. All right, guys. Have a great week. See ya. Love ya. Bye.